afternoon and welcome to St. James Academy in Lenexa. Today's Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. It's coverage of the St. James Volleyball Slam presented by Hy-Vee. 2 p.m. matchup, pretty good. Liberty versus Olathe Northwest. Kevin Wyke with the coach of St. James Academy. This is Nancy Dorsey, the legendary coach. You set up this matchup, but the talent levels are incredible. We're not talking about two of the best players in the metro area. We're talking about the entire country going to go on opposite sides of the net.
Yes, absolutely. For the Ravens, you're going to look for Skye Pierce. She's a Nebraska commit. She's an intense, high-level player. And she's across the net from club teammate and friend Abigail Mullen, who's the top recruit in her class, who's being set by her sister, who is UCLA commit. So it's just NCAA Division I volleyball players all over the floor today. It's going to be an awesome matchup. We're really excited for this one.
A lot of fun. Liberty's first appearance in the Slam. They are pumped. They take on Olathe Northwest. Set one coming up next. Big crowd for this big showdown. Liberty, Olathe Northwest, players being introduced to the crowd.
Throwing T-shirts even.
Yeah, T-shirts, and they ought to throw earplugs. It's loud in here.
That's the way it's supposed to be, Kevin.
I'm an old guy. Everything's loud to me. The music's too loud, the crowd's too loud, but this place is a rockin'.
I love it.
As we get ready to go, there's Barry Lent. He's in his 11th year, 4 conference titles, 8 Final Fours. His team was 3rd last year as they beat Washburn Rule in the 6A 3rd place game. And April Fleming, yes, the Fleming name is big in Liberty. She married into it. You know, Scott Fleming, the star basketball player, she married the younger brother, Chad Fleming. Of course, Kara Fleming, great basketball player. And her team went 26-5 last year. Listen to their losses. 3 to Liberty North and 1 to St. Thomas Aquinas.
Yeah.
They got beat in their district final to Liberty North, an elite team. They had a great year. They have one of the best players in the country in the sophomore class. Remember, Abigail Mullen played on the under-19 national team in the Pan Am Games that won gold down in Tulsa. They beat Brazil. She was the youngest girl on the team. She'll be in black jersey number 20. There's Skye Pierce, the top recruit from the junior class. And the fans are singing, and we are about ready to go.
Patriots. They're Patriots. They're singing the national
anthem being sung by the crowd. I like it.
I feel like I should sing it along.
Well, let's see what pipes you got there, Nancy. Okay. There is Abigail right there.
I'm a singer, Kevin. You don't even know.
Yeah, I'll take your word for that. Kurt Wyman is the first referee. Dave Dover the second. Cody Hearn, a native of St. James Academy. And an early start is one of your sideline judges, along with Rachel Williams. And the Blue Jays, let me tell you, Nancy, they were glad you picked them. This is their first ever appearance in the Slam, and they are ready to go. Mullen the serve. Once again, there's 2 Mullen sisters. Here's Skye Pierce, and she's dug.
Into the bench.
Wow. That had so much velocity. The dig was there, but then it carried them so far that they couldn't rally. And once again, it's Aisha Iona, and she is the transfer from Park Hill High School that Liberty added in the offseason. So they add an all-conference player to an already potent lineup. Let's see if they set her early. They do. She's dug.
That's not a bad ad. She is
and she gets the kill. Aisha Iono.
Strong and powerful, man. And they are pushing her the ball. That's the beauty of Ashley Mullen, senior setter, again headed to UCLA, is that she can run the middle when they're out of system. And that was an out of system pass. Great finish there by Aisha.
Yeah, she is a big-time player. Very quiet. You will not get 2 words out of her. She doesn't want to talk to a reporter like me. Here's Skye Pierce. And she's dug by Renfro. And now the ball is across the line there, and a point to Olathe Northwest. Okay.
They called Ashley Mullen for the double.
Oh, double hit.
Yeah,
okay.
she just
double.
didn't get quite get her feet there. It's all good. That's a difficult ball to set. Look at this crowd, though. Can we just pause for a minute? This is amazing.
This is a non-St. James Academy game. Here's Mullen with the tip. Dug nicely. Horn comes flying in, but her teammate can't get it out of their end. But Horn with the good hustle there. Yeah, what's the deal here? Why are all the, there's so many people here, and St. James Academy is not even playing.
Well, you know, Olathe Northwest is just a few clicks away, so that makes it a little bit easier for them to get some people here for sure, but Liberty showed up, man. I'm impressed. Missouri school, a little bit of a drive.
I told you this is their first time in it, Nancy, as the shot is long and the point to Liberty. They were excited to be here. This is their first time here, and they want to show their wares to the Kansas City Metro volleyball community. Here's the transfer from Park Hill. You add a 6'3" girl to this lineup. And here's Huckabee. And it goes out. Did it hit the block?
No, it was out.
Okay, it was out. Now they've got a dynamic duo with Huckabee and Pierce.
Yes, they most certainly do. Huckabee is a high flyer too, and so smart. She's got a great volleyball IQ. Just a fun player to watch.
Iono. And tip try. Renfro overpasses it. And now they're going to set up Huckabee, and it's through the block. Huckabee, the workout warrior. She's always posting her 6 a.m. workouts, and I told her she inspired me. I thought my leg workouts was kind of weak after seeing how hard she works in the gym. And when I went to Olathe Northwest, my legs were just killing me. As there's a service there by Skye Pierce. But to note, Olathe Northwest did promote the slam. There was a lot of signs up in the hallways for their students.
Well, it worked. They got people here.
But you know what they put on their sign? The Sunflower Slam. I'm like, ladies, you screwed up the sign. She goes, don't worry, our students will be here. So yeah, they called it the Sunflower Slam.
Hey, they're here. That's what counts.
All right, I'm just telling you, Nancy, the St. James name was screwed up in the signs. Another service violation, as this is Emmy Scheer.
Emmy has a nasty serve. I mean, it just has a ton of movement on it, and it's heavy. She's got a heavy arm on her. It's a hard ball to pass.
Oh, Mullen got it.
Good job.
And it's spiked down here. Now, this girl is a girl you need to keep an eye out. Brooklyn Young, headed to UCM. She's kind of, with all these huge stars they have, she kind of flies under the radar. Let's see. Yep,
she is just an athlete. I mean, that is such a great play. Smart, court awareness. They said last year she led them in blocks in a single season. That's just athleticism there, just going pin to pin.
And it is out, sent wide there, and that was Hashhagen, the sophomore outside hitter. As you look at Abigail Mullen, who the Liberty girls addressed to me, that how come our girl wasn't in your promo for the volleyball slam? And I've got information on that. She was already in a practice that day when the scheduled shooting. I got that from the head honcho there, Sean Belden, so she wasn't available to make the TV appearance, but they wanted to know why their girl wasn't there. Reese Messer was there, your girl, Skye Pierce, Brooklyn DeLay.
I think we did okay with the three that were there. But you got some top recruits in that group.
I'm just saying, these Liberty folks wanted their girl. That's all.
Yeah, well, we'll remember that for next year.
Here's Renfro, dug by Scheer. And Hashhagen is dug.
Nice
now set the outside, Brooklyn Young. And nice work by Skye Pierce on the back line. Horn, diagonal, and on target.
Can't do a lot about that.
Addie Horn, yeah, young lady that does a lot of volunteer work with seniors, wants to be a pharmacist someday. Just right on target with the left hand.
Little southpaw there in the corner. You can drop that ball in a corner on that back line. There is not one thing the defense can do about it. That was great. Fun play. It's going to be a great match.
Huckabee with the serve. It's a good one. Here's Renfro. And the second referee with the call. Point, Liberty. Ball got tangled up there.
There's a little confusion there. I think they thought initially maybe that she tipped it into the antenna, but they blocked it into the antenna is what the call was. So
This is Macy Bartlett. They say their most improved player and hardest worker, and a service error by Macy.
You see a lot of those early on in the season. You know, it's a big stage. I mean, this is, and for some of these kids, the biggest environment they're ever going to play in. Look at this place. It's wall-to-wall people, and there's TVs and cameras in their faces, so it's definitely a different environment than your average high school volleyball game.
Trust me, these girls were hyped to play today.
Nice up.
And a block there by Iono. Point Liberty. I don't think she even jumped, did she? She just put her arms up and just kind of did a...
6-3 certainly gives you an advantage.
Yeah, some roof work on this. Watch.
Let's see
if she jumps. Yeah, she did. All right,
jumped.
yeah, sorry.
That's more just her timing. She's got great athletic timing, and she's strong. You know, when you have the stronger hands, you're going to win more of those.
Kluckman, a nice serve receive, and a point to Liberty.
Called a lift on the set.
Oh. On the serve receive?
No, on the set.
Oh, okay.
On the second ball.
I was going to say, Kluckman went down and got it there. I think that was a heck of a job by her. Here is Ashley Mullen, and now Kluckman can't handle this serve receive.
How fun for the Mullens. Now, a fun little family story here is Jill Mullen, their mom, played volleyball at the University of Iowa, actually with my older sister.
Oh, wow.
And then their dad was the quarterback for the Iowa football team. So athleticism certainly runs in that family.
And she's headed to UCLA. We got a timeout with Liberty leading in set one here at the Slam. The game of the week is brought to you by Hy-Vee, proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. Packed house, St. James Academy. Thank the AD here, Jared Herzet. But we miss Coach Mark Huppy. He's like a staple of this event. We're thinking about you, Coach. Keep watching the action. It's just going to get better as the day goes. And, of course, you're St. James girls in prime time tonight against Lansing, so.
Looking forward to it. That's a great out-of-system swing there by Skye Pierce. I mean, that set was behind the 10-foot line, and she just kept it in play with a little bit of pace and was able to get a side out. That's really important. Out-of-system play is so difficult at the high school level. Oh, goodness. Another misser.
Yeah, row digger. Yeah, right. Yeah, like you said, we saw some in the last match. Like you said, everybody's a little, hype, jumpy, nervous, energized. Great to be playing. We want to show off what we've got today here in Lenexa, Kansas. Here's Skye Pierce. Too long. Out of bounds. Point Liberty.
Right now, Olathe Northwest is just a little out of system. They're not passing the ball to their setter so that she can run an effective offense. So they need to just calm down, relax a little bit, get a good pass. Obviously, the ball is going to go to Skye Pierce. They were out of rotation.
Once again, we saw this in the last match. The girls aren't used to some of the rules.
Let me see if I can see what happened here.
Let's see. Did some...
Oh, yeah, she left early.
Yeah.
So the setter has to stay on the opposite side of that middle that she's pushing up until they contact. As soon as they contact, she can go.
So, yeah, overpass.
Nice save by Huckabee.
Yeah, she's able to keep it alive for her team. And Mullen, the miss hit. Point Olathe Northwest.
Just set her a little too far past the end, so now that's a tough ball to keep in play. Mullen, for her club team, is used to playing on the right side in high school because she's such a high flyer and so she got such a big swing. They moved her to the other pin, which can be an adjustment for a young player. She's doing a nice job.
Free ball set for Olathe Northwest. Here's Huckabee on the tip.
Nice up.
And it'll be a point for Olathe Northwest.
She saw it, she had it. Such a good touch there by Ashley Mullen. She tried, there we go, she got it. Just the block came down, wasn't really quite ready to help her out.
Huckabee also throws the javelin. She got 6th in state in the javelin.
Olathe Northwest won the state championship, did they not?
Yes, they did, yeah. And they won the javelin with another girl, the Val Galligan girl. And Huckabee showing up, and now Mullen, that was a side swiper. I think that's what she was trying to do in the last one, and she whiffed, but this time she got it. and hit like a curveball that went down the line. Watch this ball. The action.
You can't see Mullen in the replay, but that's a nasty shot. There's really nothing you can do about it. That off-speed sharp cross is a difficult one to defend.
She learned some things with that Team USA, and point Liberty, I think, was Huckabee in the net there?
No, the ball hit the antenna.
Oh, yeah, okay, got caught antenna. And Liberty with the lead and the serve with Iono, the transfer from Park Hill. And trouble. Pluckman moving over there, the young sophomore, just got a piece of it. A great serve.
Liberty's doing a good job of keeping the ball away from Emmy Scheer, their libero, who is just nails in serve receive. And when you don't give the ball to their best passer, they get a little bit out of system, which is what's happening. Nice.
And they go, and it is.
I thought that might be in.
It was wide. Skye Pierce had a lot of velocity on that.
Yeah, she certainly gets up high, doesn't she?
Yeah.
So much athleticism. That's
touch.
A great shot.
I was told she could touch 10-2.
I believe it.
Okay.
Yeah. She is not going to Nebraska for no reason.
All right. Yeah. Here's
Huckabee.
There it is. Huckabee says I only touched 9, 10 and a half. So
only.
Yeah. But Skye is over 10. So they can both get up.
What a gift the Ravens have, having two outside hitters that are that talented. Just throw the ball in the air and they'll find a way to score.
Here's Skye Pierce. Now the service error.
Right now for the Ravens, it's really just a lot of unforced errors. They've had a lot of hitting errors. They're passing out of system and they go back to the line and they get a side out and they serve in the net or out of bounds. They just need to take a deep breath. They can certainly compete with this team and they just need to calm down and make a few less errors. Make them earn it a little bit more.
Kramer the serve, and now they're saying, I see Mullins protesting the call. Was she in the net? Did they?
No, it was the middle blocker hit what we call the birthday ball.
Yeah, the party ball, yeah.
Yep, and they called her in the net. So it's a tough one. Mullen thought it was the ball. I honestly, I couldn't see it because the ref was standing right in front of me.
Yeah, so our view is blocked. Another party ball there. Our 50-50 ball. Mullen dug by Scheer. Here's Huckabee, and she's blocked. That was Brooklyn Young.
I love her celebration. She plays like she's got something to prove, and that is awesome. It's one of my favorite ways to play.
She's going to UCM. They got a good volleyball program. She's a big-time volleyball player.
They have one of the best volleyball programs in Division II. For sure. She's
wants
a
to be a veterinarian, and an ace by Mullen. The tape luck shot. But yeah, Young wants to be a veterinarian. She has her own ball python. His name is Jake the snake.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there you go.
She is tough if she can handle a python.
Yep.
No, thank you.
She feeds that. I said, are you the one feeding the mice? And she's like, yep, point Liberty in the net. So yeah. I felt like Mullen, when playing with that U19 team, she picked up a lot of, special stuff playing with the highest level players and as being the youngest girl on that team. And Horn was in the net.
Kevin, I think she already had the special stuff. I think getting to play on a team like that.
But she said in an interview with the reporter that she did pick up a few more tidbits that she's gonna, use on the metro area in her high school volleyball days.
Well, she's young. She's only a sophomore. She's got a lot of time left, so we have not seen probably even the best out of her. She's going to keep growing and get stronger. And
Huckabee with a laser.
That was a great swing by Huckabee. She's really comfortable on that right side pin. Let me get a little replay of that action. Out of system ball, but she just cranks that ball deep middle back through that seam in the block. Great finish.
Also works at Crumble Cookies.
Oh, I could not work there.
No, I know. Yeah,
that would be problematic.
She left our interview early. She said, I don't want to be rude, but I got to go to work after volleyball practice at Crumble Cookies on 119th Street. And the kill by Renfro down the line. Jillian couldn't have been a nicer young lady. But she said, I got to go to work.
That's good. That's impressive that she's working while in season and a student. And all of these girls, Barry sent me their grade point average. It was like 4.9, 4.7, 4.3. They're all very bright young women.
I'll tell you how bright they are, Nancy. I talked to a girl that had a 3.9 GPA, and she didn't think she was that great a student. I'm like, you got 1B your high school career, but such and such, she's got 4.4, and she's in 4 AP classes. I'm like, young lady,
you're okay.
You're doing okay.
You're doing just fine.
Your 3.9 is a good GPA.
Well, that was kind of unexpected, to be honest, the 25-13 finish there.
Yeah, it was
yeah, I think
kind of a flash, quick Liberty wins.
We're going to look back at that last point, I think, here in a second. But really, as I said, kind of throughout the match, it's just a bunch of unforced errors right now for Olathe Northwest. They are such a good team and so deep. And Liberty's just playing with a lot of poise. And like I said, kind of like they have something to prove. And
they have a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, a little bit. And you know what? I understand it. Why should they had to have played Liberty North and before going to state?
It was their district.
Two of the best teams in the state, the whole state of Missouri, and they had to play before
You're
they go to the
last
state
year.
tournament. Yeah, and I would probably come back with a chip on my shoulder too. They got something to prove.
Well,
Go
I'm
get it,
saying
girl.
that's the way the district was set up. You have to go through them at some point, and their district had them.
I know.
Playing them.
I'm saying that it shouldn't be that way.
All right. Well, Nancy Dorsey rules the world. Somebody,
I don't know about
get
that,
out. Yeah, get out of the way, ladies and gentlemen.
I just have strong opinions, Kevin. That's all.
Oh no,
There's nothing wrong with that.
You should hear the off-mic conversations myself and Nancy have. Let's take a break. Liberty dominant in set number 1. Barry Length and the Ravens looking to bounce back in set number 2. We are ready for set 2. And we get ready. A 25-13 win in set 1 for Liberty. And, ooh, Nancy, how good is the EKL this year? Look at all those scores. Blue Valley winning, Blue Valley North winning, Northwest and West.
The EKL is always good. It's ridiculous. It's the toughest conference in the state. So it'll be good, as always. Every night you go out in the EKL and you just go play hard. Everyone's good. There's not one person or one team in the league that is easy to beat. But that's how you get better. You got to be. If you want to be the best, you got to play the best. I've always said that, and I believe it strongly.
All right. Well,
winning the first game of the year does not matter. You want to win the last game of the year.
Wow, Nancy with the coaching cliche quotes.
It's true.
22.
It is true.
I want to win the last one of the year. I haven't heard that one. Emmy Scheer.
That's a great spot by Emmy Scheer in that corner. Smart
wide.
volleyball play.
Point Olathe Northwest. How good is the Sunflower League now? I mean, we got Lawrence Free State, Olathe Northwest.
Was very impressive this morning, and Shawnee Mission Northwest was very
Mission
impressive.
Northwest, yeah. I mean, this is the
it's going to be
two big conferences in the Kansas City metro area. I was just curious how they stack up. Iona, and it's off Jillian Huckabee, and it'll be a kill for Iona.
She's so deceptive because you expect her to hit the ball hard every single time, and then she just kind of tips it over, and you're on your heels thinking, oh no, I'm not ready for that. That was really smart.
Jocelyn Renfro, a returner. Senior
that was
outside hitter, and yes. She's one of the senior leaders on this team.
Second team all district last year, and you can see why right there. Big, powerful serve.
Undecided on college, but wants to study sports medicine in her college days. And she's got a kind of a nasty serve. Here's Skye Pierce.
Nice hustle.
And Liberty scrambles it back over. Party ball up. Nope. They didn't finish it.
Oh, man.
And Liberty gets the point. And what hustle by the Blue Jays.
What a play. I hope we can see that one. Here we go. We get to see it again. Big, huge swing by Skye Pierce. The great save. And then just the kind of mishandle there on that second birthday ball. Wow, that was a fun rally.
Renfro. Again, with those curvy, nasty serves. Mullen, Iono, and she gets the kill. So usually you see Ashley Mullen setting her sister. Now she's got somebody else there that she's gonna set, and that looks like the transfer from Park Hill.
Well, that takes a ton of pressure off Abigail as well. It's so nice to have multiple people you can deliver the ball to and a setter who can deliver it. So pretty impressive.
Skye Pierce, the tip and the point.
Same thing for Skylar. And she gets up there so high, and everyone's on their heels a little bit, expecting her to just bang the ball at them. And just a little finesse there. Beautiful play by Skylar. Look at that, right inside the block. Not a whole lot you can do about that. Great play.
Mullen to Mullen, and they will
It was out.
say out. I thought it caught some hand there, but nope. They say point. Olathe Northwest, service to Horn now. She is the junior, the left-hander that you mentioned.
Nice set. Oh.
And trouble for Aisha, but she's able to get it over. Now here's Huckabee going to work. Blocked there by the Blue Jays. Now off speed by Huckabee. And here is Mullen across court, and it's a kill. Abigail Mullen.
I mean, we always talk about the kill at the end of the play, but I have to tell you, Jocelyn Renfro really was the, look at that dig, they just showed it right there. That ball was going down. Everybody thought so, and she somehow flew underneath it to keep it alive, and then Mullen finished the play for her. But man, that started with a really great dig.
It's the little things. Pierce with a laser, touch the sky. Skye Pierce. The velocity.
Yeah. She hits so high. Her contact point is, you know, it's like in space. You can kind of see it here.
Yeah,
on the
we
replay.
said she touches 10-3.
Yeah, so when you can hit that high, you can just kind of drop it in the court and score. It's awesome.
You don't ask the girls what their vertical is. You ask what they can get as far as height. And now Mullen dug by Pierce.
Oh, no,
and
pinball.
the roof. The rafters.
A little bit of pinball there between the
rafters hurt the Ravens because Mullen was dug by Skye Pierce, but this one bangs around up top, the ceiling, and he's got to be in the right place, right time. Huckabee on the tip.
Nice.
So smart is Jillian.
It's working, you know, right now when they're hitting balls hard, they're getting dug for the most part. And anything they've done, the Ravens have done in the finesse play has really been successful. Liberty has to make some adjustments there in their donut. It's open.
Jillian also plays basketball. We talk about her ability as a javelin thrower, placing in state. Here's Mullen. And into the net this time. She tried that kind of specialized shot, yeah. Didn't work. Point Ravens. And they'll serve with Emmy Scheer. Her teammates say she is wicked smart. I'm like, what are they doing? Goodwill Hunting on me? Our girl is wicked smart, so that means she's a super student there at Olathe Northwest. Point Ravens as the antenna got involved. There's Emmy right there. So she is in the Scholars Bowl, which would be an indicator that you're pretty intelligent. If they want you on the team. You have to hit me with the Boston accent. Our girl is wicked smart, Kevin. I like it. Yeah, I'm like, you don't think I've seen Goodwill Hunting? All right. Service air, and Blue Jays will serve with their stud, Mullen, Gail Mullen. Once again, her mom played at Iowa. Dad was a quarterback at Iowa, so you see the archetype. Yeah. April Fleming was a player at Northwest Missouri State. Nice serve, dug by Pierce. Here's Huckabee. And it's off the block there, and they couldn't find the ball. Yeah, they tried to locate that off the block, but that happens. Huckabee is really good on the right side. That's where I think she's most at home, and she's really good at utilizing the block, as we just saw her do there. And they're right back in it, you know. And And the tape is kind to Jillian Huckabee. See, Joel Brandstrom is here. She plays basketball. I told Barry Length, I said, Joel's been in your volleyball practice stealing your players. Skye Pierce plays basketball as well. He's like, yeah, you blame him? Nope. And this is Mullen using the tape this time.
I love to see that. Girls that are such high level in one sport are getting to play
multiple sports.
It's just so uncommon anymore, and it's unfortunate because it's really what's best for kids. So kudos to Pierce and Huckabee and all the girls that are doing multiple sports in high school. It's hard. It's a commitment.
Here's Skye Pierce, back line, and a kill.
Now they're feeling it a little bit. Just getting in sync a little bit more over here for the Ravens. And who better to do that than Skylar Pierce with that intense back row attack there from Jillian Huckabee.
Alex Kluckvin to serve. She plans to wrestle this winter. She said, I wrestled in middle school. I'm going to bring it back on the mat. And the point to Olathe Northwest.
Pretty impressive. They were in the net.
Yeah, in the net were the Blue Jays point. But yeah, Kluckvin, there's another sport.
Yeah, this is what's so fun about volleyball is that you can have a game like the first set where it didn't seem very close. But everybody in the gym knows these two teams have such talent on both sides of the net that it really, at the second set, it's like all bets are off.
Iono, Doug. Here's Pierce.
Nice.
Directional shot that finds the floor. Skye Pierce, Olathe Northwest with a point. By the way, Alex Kluckvin, honorable mention all Sunflower last year, 4.4 GPA.
Yeah, he said, you read that right.
Yep. Now, what's the call here?
Well, Abigail Mullen took the second ball over, and there was question about whether or not it was touched by the block, which it absolutely was. It changed direction. The ball does not do that on its own, so there was just a little discussion about it, and
that's
the
why you see the
ball's on the right side of the net now.
The coaches, and now here's Pierce, Doug, Mullen, gonna set up Renfro. They get the block at the net. Was that Horn up there, the left-hander?
That's a huge block, Addison Horn. Really out of system play here for Liberty, and man, that's a tough swing. I'm impressed that she swung as hard at that as she did. Actually, I think Lauren Rudiger may have got that one. Also a basketball player.
Yeah. Rudiger, yep. This team is on a roll right now. Rudiger gets the ace, and we're going to get a Liberty timeout. Ravens flying high here in Lenexa.
Let's take another look at Rudiger's serve. That just died right over the net. Super impressive.
We are ready. Set two right now. The Ravens on a roll. And serving for Olathe Northwest, Rudiger. You gotta separate that name. Rudiger. Lauren, good all-around athlete. Mullen the kill. Point Liberty.
Not surprising that when they get on a run like that, you're going to see them try to force the ball to Abigail Mullen. She was in the back row,
her
little back row attack.
Call her a unicorn out there. It means she can go anywhere and do just about everything is the explanation I got from her older sister.
I like it. I love how supportive of her big sister is. That's pretty awesome.
Pierce off the block. Renfro trying to save it. Oh! There goes the elephant's stuffed animal.
The mascot is down.
Yeah, the mascot, yeah. Help that mascot back up.
He's back up and in the chair.
That's the Lucky Charm, and Point Olathe Northwest. Horn, the left-hander. The junior. Gonna hit him with the left hand serve here. Look out, that looks different to the serve receiver, and that causes problems. The old lefty serve has a different curve.
Yeah, that ball had a lot of pace on it, a lot of movement. And lefties, it's just that southpaw, man, it just comes off their hand a little bit differently. That was a nice serve as well.
Here's Mullen, and it's out. So they set the star. She shot it long, and
we're seeing really just a mirror image of that first set, whereas the Ravens were making all the mistakes in set one, and now Liberty seems to be making the mistakes in set two. So that's the fun thing about volleyball. You just never know.
You have to move on after a bad set. Here's Abigail Mullen, and she'll get the kill. So that'll stop a run, and service now to the Blue Jays. So the big star, 6'3" sophomore, now gives way to the 6'3" Iono, who wants to be a lawyer someday. And oh wow, Pluckman barely made that serve receive. Now here's Gail Mullen and the kill. You see more strategy than super power. Pierce brings the power. Gail she tries to hit designated shots, side shots, and look for areas. Is that
she's smart, obviously. She's a student of the game, but she does a lot of off-speed stuff, which when you have someone who has that kind of power, it really messes with you as a defender. Because you're like on your heels a little bit, thinking she's going to hit it hard.
She hits a changeup.
Yeah, and you're not quite ready. It's hard to defend that.
And most of the shots we've seen from Skye Pierce have been fastballs, but we've seen a few changeups and curveballs from Gail Mullen. And here's Young. She's dug. And off the block and the kill. Nice work there by Addie Hashhagen, also a basketball player for Coach Joel there at the Ravens.
There's at least 5 of them.
Oh, yeah, there's
Foxworthy,
Hashhagen, Roediger, Pierce, Huckabee. Yeah, that's why I said Joel's in here raiding all your girls, adding to his basketball team.
That just makes him smart. Oh, that was close.
Joel's a great guy. He's standing in the back of the gym there watching the action there and making sure the crowd doesn't get out of hand, because the Ravens got 1 million people here today.
Yeah, they did a good job getting people out. That's part of it. We want you to be a competitor, but we also want you to bring people, because this is a really important event. It's about spreading awareness about how awesome girls volleyball is in the state of Kansas and Missouri.
I've already made this point on the football broadcast last night. Kansas City is one of the jewels of recruiters. Minneapolis, your hometown of Chicago, Kansas City, Dallas area, that diamond in the middle is the powerhouse of volleyball recruiting for colleges.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And we're part of that diamond. Hashhagen. Now let's see what Liberty can produce. Mullen did not like that set, so she'll just send it over. Now Huckabee going to work, and she gets the kill. Jay Huckabee with a kill for the Ravens.
Everything seems to just be a little more seamless, right? We're a little more in sync. Huckabee's a high flyer too. Look at that finish down the line.
Blue Jays need a timeout. They're trailing big in set 2. And we're back with more from the St. James Volleyball Slam presented by Hy-Vee. Set 2, Olathe Northwest serving and leading big, trying to tie up this match at 1 game apiece. Scheer the serve. On the slide, Young is dug, but I don't know, was Pierce trying to set it to somebody in the front row there, or did just catch her off balance?
Her and the setter just kind of were trying to pass the same ball, so the setter didn't release, so she passed the ball to the setter who was standing right next to her, so that's how that happened.
Mullen the serve.
Nice try.
It was overpassed there by Scheer. Point Liberty. Does Liberty have a late run in them?
You know, I would never go to sleep on Liberty. They have so much offense, and they have a great setter, and honestly, they scrap. I'm very impressed with their defense. Their libero's doing a great job. They're just scrappers.
This is Huckabee, cross court, dug nicely. Now Mullen will send it over, free ball, and the block is set. Point Olathe Northwest. It was off Young and out of bounds, so that's a Northwest point as they get closer to winning. Set 2 is Jillian Huckabee, 6-foot junior, super athlete, second team All-State. Definitely on the college recruiters' radar. And there's Renfro, and a nice shot there. It looked like she hit it at the bottom of her hand, and the ball just kind of took a dive, kind of a sinker ball, if you use baseball vernacular from the pitch. Watch where she hits this in the lower part of her hand.
We call that a roll shot, Kevin. That's what that's called.
Let me have my
There's an actual thing.
Oh, boy. Nancy throwing me under the bus.
It's impressive nonetheless. It was a great, great swing.
Huckabee the dig. And Huckabee says, I'll take this and send it over on the third shot. Here's Renfro and the block. Oh, that's Horn, and also there were Roediger. And the Ravens rocking and rolling here in Lenexa, leading 23-16, set 2.
Get another look at that block.
And that was Roediger.
Addison Horn sets the block. So the set of the block is as important as the person who actually blocks the ball, is that they line up the block on the attack so that they can have that block in the first place. So they both get credit in my book. Great serve.
You're the coach. Kluckvin with an ace, going to try to win set 2 for her squad before she hits the wrestling mat this winter. I wouldn't bet against her, by the way.
No, I wouldn't either.
And Liberty having trouble, and the shot is out. Point Liberty. Liberty, the door is still cracked open. Blue Jays to serve. Ashley Mullen with the serve. Another look at that lat. It was just wide and long. Here's Ashley Mullen headed to UCLA. Quick ball. Huckabee wins set 2.
Lots of smiles over there for the Ravens now. Told you it's a tale of 2 games. The Ravens made a ton of unforced errors in game 1. Liberty made a ton of unforced errors in game 2. So game 3 should certainly be interesting. I'm excited.
Let's go back. Huckabee, we've seen her jumping out of the gym, but this is smarts and finding a hole in the defense.
So she's a back row setter there, so she can't attack above the plane of the net, which is what made that so lethal, because they just didn't think it would really be an option. They were on their heels waiting for it to get set to a hitter. And so really, really smart play by her. End the game. Everyone thought that ball was going to Pierce. And they celebrate like teammates should.
And the Ravens making some noise. Huckabee is the workout warrior. She is in the gym early in the morning and really working on getting stronger, and it's paid off for her. She's quite the player, and like I said, the colleges are very aware of her. Skye Pierce, yeah, we all know that. She's going to Nebraska, but this young lady right here, and she has a job. She plays volleyball. She plays basketball. She throws the javelin, and she still works.
And she's a good student. She's
yeah, high GPA, but I mean, yeah. Go see her at Crumble Cookies. And
oh, man. My kids would like that. They're a big fan of the Crumble Cookie.
her teammates like it.
I bet.
She takes care of them. Barry says, no, I don't need any of those extra calories.
No. Stay away from the Crumble Cookie.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this should be an interesting third set. All the talent, the huge crowd. It's quiet now. Let's enjoy the quiet.
Yeah, for a minute.
Before the mayhem starts again. Everybody's catching their breath, checking their phones.
That's right.
They get ready for this third and deciding set.
It all comes down to pass and serve, Kevin. It's which team is going to be in system, which team is going to put the other team into some uncomfortable situations. And in that last set, the Ravens were just a little bit better out of system. And in the first set, they were not. So, you know, it's really anyone's game. It's a roll of the dice right now. We don't know what's going to happen.
We'll take a timeout, and set 3, the decider, coming up next between these two power volleyball programs. Now the fans are back into it. The gym is rocking here at St. James in Lenexa. Kevin White, Nancy Dorsey. The St. James Volleyball Slam presented by Hy-Vee. Two teams loaded with D1 players. And if you're wondering about who gets the most D1 scholarships in sports in Kansas City, the volleyball players are right up there. They get big-time scholarships. And you've got big-time talent, and we are ready to go. Olathe Northwest will serve. They're in blue, Liberty in black. Cluckvin for the Ravens to start us off. Renfro shot it long. Point Olathe Northwest.
Started out with a great serve and a pass out of system. It's hard to score out of system against a good team. We want our setter to be at the net. We want her to deliver a ball where there are 3 options every single time.
Service there by Alex. One apiece. Liberty with the service. Service now to Ashley Mullen, who's headed to UCLA.
All-Stater last year. She has over 2,000 career assists, so she's had quite a career at Liberty.
And there is a ace.
She gets an ace of her own.
In the recruiting wars for volleyball, do you take one sister hoping to get the second sister as well?
I imagine that they wouldn't hate that.
I'm
sure as a parent, that would be nice, right?
Yeah. Where are the Hawkeyes? Mom and Dad are Hawkeyes.
I know, but no pressure. You just want your kids to go somewhere where they're going to have a good experience and be happy.
Wherever you're happy, you go. Forget the loyalties. Here's Skye Pierce. Blocked! Point Liberty!
They're excited about that one.
Grace Tony on the outside.
Can we talk about this kid? They use the word resilient to describe her, and I think that would be an understatement. Sounds like she's had just some really bad luck with injury after injury after injury, but keeps coming back and working hard, and there she is with a huge block against Skye Pierce.
Pierce.
Oh, nasty.
Oh, that's trying to find a spot on the front line. She saw a weakness. She didn't go with her laser beam, she just went with a directional shot and gets the kill.
That was nasty. I mean, that is a hard ball. I don't know if you could do that twice. It's a tough ball to tip. The set was a little off the net as well, and it was past her shoulder. Really impressive.
Mullen, Iona, Doug. Now here's the counter by Pierce. And it's point Liberty.
I think it was out, but they also called her in the net.
Yeah, they called Pierce in the net, point Liberty. And Renfro back to serve for the Blue Jays in a 1-1 third deciding set between these two teams, highly ranked. Although the KVA, I didn't see any volleyball rankings yet from the KVA yet.
I think they came out yesterday.
Oh, all right. Seen Olathe Northwest, #1 in another poll, and the kill on the front line here. Was that Iona?
That was, indeed.
A transfer from Park Hill, and
she's got a nice crossbody shot. Her hips and everything's facing one direction, and she hits the opposite. That's really effective.
I talked to other coaches, and they said they got her. Liberty got her.
I'm sure they weren't
Park Hill. They were like, what? They already were good, and they add an all-conference player. And the Blue Jays on a roll. Barry Lynch wants a timeout in set 3. We'll take a break as well from St. James and the St. James Volleyball Slam presented by Hy-Vee. The game of the week is brought to you by Hy-Vee, proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. Thanks for going to the phone, young lady. A lot of young faces here in the gym. A lot of these girls were young girls coming. I had a lot of girls remembering when they were...
Kevin, that right there is what this is all about, is that young girls get to see their idols, their heroes out on this court being celebrated the way that women's athletics should have been celebrated a long time ago.
Mullen,
Amen.
Mullen the kill. Why do you think I brought it up?
So I could say that.
Oh, all right. I just
so I could get fired
softball.
up.
Yeah, that's not hard.
Mullen with a great swing there. Look at those sweet little faces.
Those sweet faces will be on this court someday, probably playing in the slam at some point, because a lot of these girls out there now are those young girls. As Pierce, you see how tall she is. She has, her hands are large too, and she uses her hands so well.
She's got a lot of control, and she's smart. And you know what? What's impressive is her maturity and shot selection. When you're a big hitter like that, and everyone's here coming to watch you play, you think you got to swing hard at every ball, and she's not doing that. And that's just showing her maturity.
I don't know. She went a little off speed there, and it worked. Liberty gets the point.
I'll tell you what, Liberty has a good serving game. Between, you got Iona, and then Jocelyn Renfro has got a nasty serve. The Mullen girls have got a lot of movement on their ball, so they're really doing a good job of keeping the Ravens out of system.
Pierce, cross-court kill. I mean, there's not much you can do about that.
It's deep, you know, she hits deep, and it's difficult because you have two players that have to cross, right? So she's hitting in that seam of your middle back and your right back, and the right back has to cross in front of the middle back, and that just there's so many things that could go wrong. There's so many variables. So it's a really hard ball to defend. It's a great shot.
She serves now. Good serve. And Tony Scheer got her left hand on it. Here's Huckabee, and she gets the kill. Jillian having a big day here in Lenexa, but no surprise. Yeah. Jinx, buy me a Coke. I already got one here. All right.
No surprise that we're seeing the 1-2 punch of Skye Pierce and Jillian Huckabee. That was the exact same shot that Skye had just hit moments before that. That deep corner, really hard to defend.
You don't have to buy. I already got a Coke.
Okay, good. I wasn't planning on buying you one anyways.
Big shock there. But you guys have a great hospitality. I don't
we
need
do.
to.
What?
Yeah.
It's the
you
best.
take care of the coaches, the referees,
and all the
our entire
people.
spectrum people. Yeah. Yeah, the truck is giving a big thumbs up to the meatballs. So there you go.
They are good. They're tasty.
And Mullen, a kill. There is the U19 national player.
So that I hope you can see that again. This is Olathe Northwest is in a rotation defense, so they're splitting. Essentially, it's like kicking a field goal in football. So now right in the middle of the floor, back there, see there's a hole, and they're hoping that those two defenders can control that, or the block can take that away. But when you have a hitter like Gail, you can just hit over the block.
That was
and
a
into
nasty serve by Tony there. Tony, yeah, that ball really had a late diving action to it. And you mentioned Liberty's serve game is nasty.
It is. It's really, really effective, and it's what's really in the match or the sets that they've led. It's because of their serve, and they got the Ravens out of system.
And that one served
We jinxed them, Kevin.
Yeah, but I would not want to.
I
would not want to be serve receive against this team all night, because they're gonna win more than they lose. Trust me. Here's Emmy Scheer.
Talk about a nasty serve.
Yeah, she's got
It is a bomb.
It's a heavy ball. And the kill, Huckabee again dominating the net, and all smiles is Jillian.
That was smart by Huckabee. It's the left front's job to defend the setter, and she was right on her. Mullen just didn't see her there. It was the right idea.
Well, she posts a lot of her 6 a.m. workouts. The work she did is paying off. Another kill by Mullen, which was off speed again. That was not hit.
It was off speed, but honestly, rotation defense is like kicking a field goal. You just right between the poles, and she's hitting it right between the two defenders. And she's not, like you said, she's not hitting it super hard. She's just hitting it to the right spot. And that is the most important thing in the game of volleyball if you want to put a ball on the floor.
Gail serving, and it goes off the net. Now there's Renfro off the block, and Jocelyn Renfro gets the kill for the Blue Jays.
Man, she has a whip of an arm. I mean, that ball came flying back towards us. Their blocking, you can see they just didn't fully rotate on their swing block there, and she just hit right at her hands as hard as she possibly could, and into the crowd it went.
She plans to play college volleyball, but undecided right now. Huckabee, and it's out.
That was a touch.
They got it off
They
the defender.
absolutely
Okay,
touched
now
that.
there's the signal by the second referee. It was touched by a fingertip. Huckabee will get the point.
You could hear it.
Yep,
Definitely.
there you see the finger move on Renfro. Those are the shots you see during the NCAA tournament. Those, just the skin moving on somebody's
Yeah, it's amazing what they
finger,
can do with that playback now.
Yep. I see the Washburn Rural girls sitting over there in the corner there.
Yeah, they're getting ready.
Yep. Well.
It's a packed house, Kevin. This is what it's all about. Amen.
And a point for Olathe Northwest. Washburn Rural girls don't play, though, until 5 o'clock.
That's all right. You get to watch some high-level volleyball and get pumped up and motivated to get out on the floor and do it yourself in a few hours.
Well, their coach, Kevin Bordewick's been scouting all day long,
Yeah.
so he ain't missing nothing. Yeah, and he gave a thumbs up, I think, to the hospitality room as well, because I saw him in there and I talked to him. And Renfro shoots it long. Now nope, didn't touch a defender, so point Olathe Northwest
I didn't
or
see
Liberty.
it.
No, they're saying it is point Olathe Northwest. Cluckvin.
I'll tell you what, these line judges are doing a good job, though. They're really into their job here.
Yep,
They're
Rachel Williams and Cody Hearn, a graduate of St. James Academy, by the way.
Yes, he was.
And had all kinds of kind words to say about Nancy Dorsey here before the match. As here's a little off-speed shot that's handled. Now Skye Pierce down the line. Nice play there by Mullen. Free ball sent over. Let's see, here's Pierce. And
Bye-bye.
yes, power Pierce.
She got 3 chances in that rally alone, and great defense. You know, credit to Liberty there. They were really digging some hard-driven balls there, but if she gets enough chances, she's putting the ball down.
Look at that arm swing, though. That is wicked. Iono, wow.
That was that crossbody business we talked about earlier. Is she approaches one way and she hits the opposite, and it can really trick. You can see here she's approaching there, and then woo, crossbody. Such a hard ball to defend and outside the block. So, man, that's nasty business. The coaches are all like, ugh.
Service errors are killers.
Yeah, they're a momentum killer for sure. And there's been a lot on both sides, but first game of the year.
But these teams both serve so well. I mean, you're going to have to take some risk. You're going to have some of those. It's just part of the, plan. And now the server seed no good there by Renfro. And Cluckvin will get a ace. Or no, that was, beg your pardon, Rodigger. And Lauren will.
Lauren had a lot of success from the line in the last set, too. And she's got another one.
That one was affected by the tape. And we'll get a timeout for Liberty as the Ravens surging back into this one. As watch this serve, the net affects the ball.
Well, it's funny because Roediger was laughing because she mishit the ball. And so the fact that and she's like laughing at herself. And look, she did it. You can see it on the screen. She put her hand over her mouth like, I can't believe that I got an ace there. And yeah, the net did help her along with that little mishit. There we go.
Oh, yeah, no question.
Kind of helps it drop a bit.
It changes the ball spin, where it's going. Hey, sometimes the game gives you one, you take it.
That's right. You never frown upon a freebie. That's for sure.
I think that's, I read an article on Mullen, her experience, when the opponent gives you an opportunity, you must take advantage of that. And
that's why we call it a birthday ball. It's like happy birthday, it's like a present.
I read it in some, it's called a party ball.
Well, I mean, it's just a matter of preference. I prefer birthday ball.
Was this what they say in Chicago?
No, actually, one of my coworkers called it that. I'm like, that's amazing. I love that.
Birthday ball.
Birthday ball. Happy birthday
What if
to
it's
me.
not your birthday?
That's not the point. It's like it's a freebie.
It's party time. Yeah, party time, and the ball's right there for you to whack.
Everybody loves their birthday, so birthday ball.
No, I don't.
Get up.
Actually, I don't.
Oh.
And Liberty frustrated, and now Coach Fleming is protesting.
I'm honestly
the call.
not
Was
sure.
somebody in the net?
No, they called a lift, but I don't know if they called it on the set or the attack. That's tough. Let's see here. She has one hand, but that I would say that's clean, and the tip is for sure clean. So you know it's a judgment call. That's why they call it a judgment call. Big
Here's
swing.
Pierce, and she'll get the kill. Skye Pierce, only a junior, has verbal to Nebraska.
Yeah, I mean, right now in a game like this, 16-16 third set, Pierce is going to get the ball. It's called Feed the Beast.
Let's see.
Nice set. Nice tip.
Oh, nice play.
Oh, what a play.
Keeping it alive.
What a play.
Alex is everywhere.
Woo!
Kill.
That was fun. If you like volleyball and you cannot get excited about that play, I don't really want to know you. Look at that tip. That is so smart. And then Alex clunked with it. Just amazing save. Go back to the middle, feed the beast. Crossbody swing. Oh, my goodness.
Nancy Dorsey.
I'm excited.
Calling people out here in Lenexa today.
That was awesome. On both sides of the net.
Great serve, but
nice pass.
Blackman handles it. Pierce is blocked.
She's rolling out of the way.
Tony. And was that Tony?
You got to respect the fact that she swung at that ball. I mean, frankly, as a hitter, I don't know that I would have swung at that ball. And she went all out into a huge block. And it paid off. There's the dig. Yeah, that is beautiful.
It was Grace Tony getting the kill here for Liberty. And now, Huckabee.
She's back row. She's back row. She can't do that.
Yeah, that is illegal, and that will not count for Olathe Northwest. Point Liberty. I mean, this is August volleyball. The referees are, you know, this is hard work. This is a high-level game.
Yeah. That's stressful for them, too, you know. I mean, they want to do a good job. And
I know they do. That's why I call their name.
Kids playing
and a block, and it goes out off the block as Pierce went off speed and just, I think that was Tony, and just went off her arm softly out of bounds. Point Olathe Northwest.
Another smart play by Pierce. She just used hands. She saw her reach in, and she was like, oh, opportunity. When opportunity knocks, you know, she's really good at taking the opportunity.
Lefty serving. Iona, dug by Scheer. Here's Skye Pierce, cross court, handled by Mullen. Now her sister into action, and she's blocked. That was Skye Pierce there with her teammate. And they put up a double block. Plotnikov, the Russian, also there as well.
Pretty excited about it.
Skye Pierce. They're friends, by the way.
Yes.
These girls get along, but dancing in the streets is Skye Pierce. She blocked her friend Mullen there. And now here's Abigail.
Nice spot.
Oh, what a shot. She went off speed, cross court, a dying shot. And the defense couldn't get it.
It's so hard to do. I mean, the set was past the antenna. She's off balance. She's like dipping like a teapot. I mean, that was impressive. I wouldn't serve her, though. That would be my only beef. Nice.
Pierce dug nicely by Ashley Mullen. Now her sister will set it free. And here's Huckabee, a little tip. Liberty scrambling now.
Oh, boy.
And overpass. Let's see if they can make a pay. Pierce with the kill. Skye had to go get that one, but she's able to get it and get the kill.
That is just a lethal rotation for them. They have Skylar Pierce on the right side. They have Jillian Huckabee on the outside. I mean, it's like just throw the ball up in the air and someone's going to score eventually. It was such a fun rotation and rally.
Skye serves. It's a good one, too. And Renfro has all kinds of problems on serve receive, knocks it out of bounds. And we're all even at 20 apiece. Third and deciding set. Kansas powerhouse, Missouri powerhouse.
Trying to serve Mullen. They were trying to get her out of system so she couldn't get the ball.
You could see the ball spinning. She was trying to, I mean, that's the risk you take. You want some nasty serves? Yes, some of them are gonna end up in the net. Here's Tony, she's a good server. Uh-oh, trouble, yeah. You could see the eyes on the girl, that panic eye look. It's like, uh-oh, we are gonna give one up here. That was Hashhagen there near the side. She had those eyes.
Addison Horner's really done a good job tonight when she's setting the ball, getting it to the right person at the right time.
And the set is wide and out of play. So Liberty with the air. And Olathe Northwest down by a point, serving with Emmy Scheer. 5'8" junior, track, javelin thrower, and super student at Olathe Northwest. And oh man.
Just a ton of missed serves and did the whole match, really. But they're trying to win. They're serving aggressive, and when you're going to serve aggressively, that's the risk that you run. This has been a really fun match.
High-level match. And now, Olathe Northwest, Huckabee, block, point, Liberty, Brooklyn Young, the snake owner with the block there, and we'll get a timeout as Liberty's on the doorstep, but it's not over yet.
I just got your reference to the snake holder, and I couldn't speak. I was laughing too hard.
The snake owner. She has her own snake.
Yes,
the
I know,
ball python.
the python, yeah.
You heard them. You remember some of the things I've said today.
I do remember. Wow. I'm just impressed that
usually
she has
you just
a snake.
dismiss when I'm, you know. I've got some theories, you know.
I don't go anywhere near a snake, so I'm impressed by her.
Okay, well, yeah, she feeds the mice to the snake, but she wants to be a veterinarian. She loved all
that
animals.
makes sense. That makes sense.
Right.
Well, she's a baller, too, so I appreciate it.
She's going to UCM to be a veterinarian. Look at the hallway and all the people in the hallway.
I know, it's so awesome.
They can't get even in the gym.
I genuinely could not be
You
more
need a bigger gym
it.
here, Nancy. Work on that.
Take it easy. I'll do what I can.
All right. They need a bigger gym.
Let's just celebrate the fact that there's this many people here. Let's focus on the positive, Kevin. We've created an amazing event.
Dorsey.
These are the first games of the season. And
calling people out again.
Here.
Cross-court dug. Does Liberty get the match point? Mullen, their big star. They handle it, do the Ravens. Now a free ball going to be sent over. Look out.
Back to Mullen.
Mullen. Now she's dug by Horn. Here's Hashhagen off the antenna. Liberty wins it in 3.
That's a tough one because, you know, it's just kind of one of those things where it's like you don't really want anybody to lose because we're just competing so hard and they have such good talent on both sides of the net and so many smiles out there on the court on both sides. It was really just a fun game to watch and be a part of. So congrats to both teams and good luck for the rest of the season.
These teams look to have high expectations and they have high goals. You saw some high-level volleyball, and it's Liberty in 3 in their first ever visit to the Slam. They came in here and got the job done, and they beat a highly ranked 6A team in Olathe Northwest. Special thanks to all the people here at St. James Academy, Nancy Dorsey, Jared Hertzett. Thanks to our coaches, April Fleming, Barry Lent, our producer, Joe Novacek, for Nancy Dorsey, and all of our broadcast crew, Kevin White saying so long from the St. James Volleyball Slam. It's been presented by Hy-Vee. Liberty once again in 3. High-level volleyball in Lenexa as we say good day from Lenexa, Kansas.